This is the scene right here following a police chase on Westheimer. The suspect died after crashing into a pole. Our Michelle Choi is live there. Michelle, we're learning that driver had active warrants out for his arrest.
Yeah, that's right, Lisa. And police say last night, this wild chase started when they were waiting outside his house in a marked police unit trying to serve that warrant and arrest him. But when that guy saw them, that's when they say he took off, leading police on a high-speed chase that lasted for several minutes down Westheimer. Now, police say just before Senate Road, the guy then lost control of his car, hitting a light pole. And a witness who saw this whole chase go down says his car then went airborne and crashed into a bank sign before rolling over and landing upside down in a parking lot. Now, that man died here at the scene. A woman who lives around here says she heard and saw the commotion.
I thought this can't be good, because going down Westheimer, that's a busy street. That's too high of a speed. And I wanted to pray for whoever this was.
That is very fortunate that no one else was hurt during this wild chase. But guys, back out here live, you can see some of the damage still left behind. Police are now starting to clear out from this scene. At this time, we don't know much about this driver, but police say along with that active warrant, this man was out on bond for several felony cases. Back to you.
Michelle Choi, thank you very much. More breaking news to get to here. A deadly crash involving the driver of a trike motorcycle. Police say the man left a gas station on Tidwell in North Houston, drove over a median and hit a fire hydrant before crashing into another car. He died at the scene, and the passenger is in critical condition. The driver of the second vehicle is also hospitalized this morning. A violent end to a police chase in northwest Harris County last night. Deputy tried to pull over a driver, but he took off and blew through a red light at Tricky and Gears Road. That's when another driver slammed into the suspect's car. The innocent driver's car flipped. The suspect's car caught fire. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt, but the sheriff says the driver who took off was arrested and is suspected of being under the influence.
Now to another big story, military misconduct involving more than a dozen Marines. 16 of them are under arrest, accused of being part of a human smuggling ring. The Marines stationed at Southern California's Camp Pendleton are accused of helping smuggle migrants into the U.S. The Naval Criminal Investigative Service says it started investigating when 2 other Marines were stopped near the Mexican border with 3 undocumented migrants hiding in their vehicle.
And when those charges are brought to those Marines, at that point we'll be able to release the identification of those Marines plus the specifications of what they've actually been charged with.
Meanwhile, 8 other Marines were taken into custody for questioning Thursday on what's reported to be an unrelated drug investigation.
Your Rush Block continues with the day's other big stories, starting with new details in the shooting death of Saron James.
New court documents reveal a stray bullet killed a woman near Katy as she was riding in the car with her husband last week. 19-year-old Tacony Blackledge is charged with murder in 62-year-old Saron James's death. Witnesses say she got caught in the crossfire from a white SUV toward a black Ford truck parked on Old Greenhouse Road. Investigators say several tipsters told them that this white Audi SUV belonged to Blackledge, and a witness ID'd him as the driver.
A grand jury indicts Darion Vence for tampering with the body of Malia Davis. Vence told police she was kidnapped. Searchers later found her body in Arkansas. The district attorney is still waiting on a final autopsy report to determine if Vence will face other charges.
Precinct 1 constables arrested a general contractor who they say ripped off 6 families for more than $300,000. Of those families, 2 of them were recovering from Hurricane Harvey. Now, they're asking more families to come forward.
North Korea launches 2 short-range missiles. The North state-run news agency said the launch was a warning to the South Korean government. The North upset over the South's purchase of U.S.-made fighter jets. The House passes a 2-year budget and debt ceiling bill that'll prevent another potential government shutdown. The Senate is expected to approve that bill next week.
And that is your Rush Block. Today's big stories from here in Houston and around the world. Let us know what's going on with you. Tweet us with the hashtag HTownRush.